Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's see who wins this one. It's going to be an exciting one. And again, the game has started already. Thank you so much for finding time to join the show. All right, as suspected, it's a boring start. Let's see what happens here as the game progresses. Maybe it five, again, 10, 15 minutes into the game, that's when things change. And any foul in the game, a push, that's a blatant push there. Let's see what happens. Please, if you're just joining us, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Dembele, for me, overall, he has not been in his best overall throughout this competition, but let's see what he does. Let's see again if he improves on this game. It's a final. Let's see. Wow. Hmm. Oh my gosh. That was close. That was indeed close. Oh, he would have been offside, really. Let's go. Let me invite some people. Please, if you're just joining, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Yeah, I think France's physicality will help them along with. Surprisingly, for the first 5 minutes, Argentina has been the better side and lots of spaces for them to exploit, actually. Oh, hmm. Surprisingly, if I were the French side again, I would use the physicality to encircle the Argentines. That's not something that the kids are dealing with. And if you're just joining, if you're watching, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much, guys, for finding the time to join the show. That was a good shot there and a good save from Ugo Lloris. Good tempo to the game so far. It has not been as boring as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a boring start and then picks up in the first 10, 15 minutes. But so far, it's been, you could say it's lived up to a walkout final. But France has been poor defensively and they're lucky they haven't conceded. Mm. Yeah, they've been poor defensively, really. And Jose Maria. As much as I don't want to take sides, I really do want France to win this one. Given the Leo Messi deserves to add this to his trophy cabinet. Woo. Oh, that was a dangerous deflection, really. And Lloris, he was very, very lucky. He went wide. That was a dangerous deflection because he'd already gone to the other angle. Okay, let me send a link to my brother here. That was a dangerous deflection. Okay. I sent the link to the group and let me send it here too. Yep, and Argentina has been the better side. Surprisingly, I didn't expect this game. I didn't expect them to start on the front foot, really. Wow. I think it'd be safe to say that any side that scores first in this game will go ahead to win it. I really want Messi to get this trophy. He deserves it. France, I must say, have started poorly, and defensively, you can still see that's again what I said during the pregame show. Defensively, they've been poor. And maybe it's just a pairing. It's just a pairing. Hmm. Well, it's been an eventful 9 minutes so far. So I'm a few seconds late because I'm not watching it on the TV screen. Again, if you're just joining, if you haven't, please do take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't to help us reach more people. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Actually, Argentina has been the better side for the first 10 minutes. Actually, okay, good to see that Lloris is okay. But that deflection, I think it was around the 7th or 6th minute, was a dangerous one again. I must say, France they were lucky not to have considered from that because Lloris he had already gone the other angle, the other direction before it deflected out wide. It would have been rooted. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hmm.
Uh, Argentina already proving what I was saying, that it's not only about formation and selection.
Yeah, they've been the better side, really, for being honest. They've been the better side. But they need to score. They need to capitalize on the opportunity. And the truth remains that, like we said, I think the French defense is everywhere.
Oh, France in attack! Oh, nothing there.
Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back in a second.
All right, France are starting to get a grip into the game, but Martinez is able to claim the ball. Okay, for the infamous final, whole narrative of it, there you can see there's already a tough challenge from both teams. Argentina are in the attack, but he's offside. It's proven to be a game that will have a lot of intensity, lots of attentiveness will be needed. Ooh. Okay, France having an issue of claim of keeping the ball every time there's a player on the ball. Argentina are quick to get it back, so they're realizing that it's not as easy, and they'll have to try to find new motives to keep the ball. Argentina's plan seems to be working so far. They're able to keep the ball, trying to just slow down the game, and the stats is already showing that they have most of the possession, 60%.
You're
So,
saying Argentina had oh, okay, let me see. Yeah, sixty
I just
percent
yeah,
to 50 to how many? No,
is it
that's pass
60 or is it
accuracy that
40?
I'm
I
looking
don't
at.
even know.
56 to
Yeah, I think
44.
it's 40. Yeah, that's it.
And here's the thing. Here's why I'm concerned, Ty. If it continues like this, it may well end up being that sort of game where Argentina will play well, and then France will find space and hit them on the break, and they're pretty good at that. And Griezmann can
Yeah,
pick, yeah, he can pick
yeah.
up those fine passes. So that's why I'm saying Argentina they have to make the most of the chances they again of the ball
The
of the
dispossession,
possession.
Argentina in the final third, but that pass is bad. Oh, Argentina struck. Oh, and it goes over the bar by Di Maria.
Yeah, they've been the better side surprisingly. You could say I'm not sure. Again, I really want Messi to win this one, but like I've said before, I think France will be too powerful for them. They have the players. They play ugly too. They don't care how many how much of the possession you have.
Yeah, yeah, but that point about France being able to catch them on a counter attack, that is very valid because even the chance that they had with Mbappe,
Come on, come
it
on, come
came
on, come
from
on!
them going on a counter
Ooh,
attack.
looks like I'm late. Yeah, okay, I'm late.
Yeah,
He
I think he
ballooned the
settled
shot.
behind me because
Yeah, I am.
That's the Di Maria kick. Yeah,
But
it's
that's
gonna be
that's a good
there's a lot of
pressing.
intensity.
Go ahead, Ty. You were saying something.
I would say yeah, there's a lot of intensity in this game. One pitch
Yeah,
on
there
one
is
side of
really.
the
There is a lot of intensity.
right. France just trying to keep the ball now. Okay, okay, that was miscommunication. Nearly out of the ball. Oh, struck against McAllister. Yeah, France is slowly growing into the game. They're still trying to keep the ball, but Argentina is not giving them any breathing time. There's a lot of pressure.
I'm gonna say this again. Really, Dembele has been disappointing in this World Cup overall.
Yeah. Oh, they get away with it. Hernandez with the cross. Brought down. Free kick. Free kick from a wide position, and it's going to be a free kick to France. Oh, you can't blame him. Theo Hernandez was getting away, and Romero. Okay, that seems a bit dangerous. Romero, hand across face. Look, he hasn't been booked. Argentina would have to be very attentive.
They
Set
have
piece
to.
for France. Giroud, Upamecano, the defense of France can get something. They have to be very careful, and they will probably discredit what they've done so far, which is actually be the better team. Cross by Griezmann, oh, over the bar by Rabiot. You know, that's Giroud. Yeah, nothing there.
I have never seen any Argentine player play as dirty as Otamendi. Huge.
Yeah, it reminds me of that game that I would not like to mention because I'm still upset about it. But I don't know. He does a lot of things and it looks very aggressive.
That's his thing. But surprisingly, he's good enough technically. Really.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Giroud hits the ball over the bar.
he should be scoring that really.
Yeah, and he was well.
Or
His body
let
was
me
in
say
a
at least get it on
very
target. Go ahead, Ty.
yeah.
That's how my house was sounding a few minutes
I have
ago.
to
I had to go
apologize
out.
for that.
No, no, you don't have to. I had to go. I had to go turn on the
Yeah.
TV for them and say, okay, watch what you like.
Uh, yeah. I was saying that Giroud's body was in a very tough position, so the likelihood was that he was going to go over the bar. He had to jump over the Argentine defender. So it's not really much of a surprise he went over, but he should have gotten that on target at least. Argentina in
Yeah, he should. He should.
possession goes wide. Di Maria.
Yep. Still
Okay, Di Maria gets
51-49.
away from him. Brought down penalty. That is a penalty to Argentina. Di
Are they
Maria is
checking
brought
it?
down
I
by
haven't. I haven't
Dembele.
gotten there.
Woo! It's a penalty to Argentina. Spot kick for Messi. It appears Dembele, which supports your point about him not really being as impressive, is guilty for the penalty that's given away. Clips
Yeah,
Di
he's been
Maria on
awful.
the foot. Yeah, he clips him on the foot. It's a penalty.
But the
From
question
one
is,
in number 11
if he
minutes.
doesn't, if let me say this, guy, if the Bella doesn't start, who starts for them? Maybe Turan,
Mm.
Di
Yeah, they're
Maria.
very short on
Yeah, that's a penalty.
wide players.
Yeah, that's a penalty. What do you say, Ty?
I am saying that when it comes on to wide players, considering the fact that they have some injuries, penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty, yes, because he clipped his foot. I'm sorry about that.
No,
So
you don't have to
regarding that,
apologize, bro.
I
Yeah, it was a blatant push from
yeah,
behind.
yeah, yeah.
I want to see it from another angle. He just mopped the floor with him. Are they still checking it, or the check is over?
No, it's Messi. Messi is ready to take the kick.
He
When
scored already,
one goal
actually.
is penalty. What am I talking about? It's a goal. It's a goal. Messi scores
Yeah,
from the
it
spot,
is.
sends Lloris the wrong way. It's 1-0
He doesn't
Argentina
miss
with the
too
best
many.
start, and they're awarded for the brilliant start to the game. Yeah, it doesn't. And he sends Lloris the wrong way, wrong footed. It reminds me of what Harry Kane should have done for the second penalty. Very good. Oh my
There'll be
gosh.
goals in this game.
Every Martinez is hugging the post. He,
He's been brilliant, really. Yeah, Argentina will still concede. I hope they win it. Ooh, wow! I'm just seeing the penalty again. Let me. I think I need to put this in another screen mode. So again, that was well taken. That was very well taken. Argentina, they're blessed attacking wise. They still have Lautaro Martinez and Paulo Dybala on the bench.
97th goal for Argentina. Okay, from an Argentina perspective, it's a lovely start for them. They seem to have been the better side, and they had the possession, they had the chances. They were just not able to
Yep,
time most of their runs. So it's well
yep, they
deserved
deserve
for them.
the lead.
Yeah.
They do deserve the lead, but it's not over yet. When we know that.
Yep. Ooh, Argentina on the attack again. Okay,
But
France
really, that's
France
that
sends
that's a
them
penalty.
back.
That's a penalty, really. I know some
Yeah, it
people
is.
Twitter already arguing that it's a soft penalty, that it's not a
It's
penalty,
he
so to
clipped
speak.
him. He clipped him.
Yeah, he
So
did. Let's go, let's go. I really want Messi to win this one, but it's gonna be really, really difficult. Ooh, Messi doesn't break a sweat even when he's dribbling, when he's passing. Yeah, he used. Yeah, that was Messi between the legs of that guy.
yeah, there's France have a serious problem. They're not able to keep the ball. Argentina just keeps dispossessing them every time they have the ball. But France are on the attack. It's a free kick. Giroud
Yeah, in
taking
terms of
down.
keeping the ball, it's not. It's the French team again. In this tournament, they've been awful.
And they dress up.
Probably saying it's not a penalty. I think it's a penalty if we're following going by the rules. You'd say the slightest of touches can impede him. And Di Maria was in motion, so you could argue it's a penalty. And he's experienced enough to make the most of the slightest of touches from Dembele. So yeah, was that a foul? That's a foul, really. But Bobby, I get your argument. The eye says again it's too soft. Some you could somewhat argue it shouldn't have been a penalty, but if we're going by the rule, the slightest of touches, he was in motion, and again, Dembele was only behind him. And you have to see it from the other angle to really recognize that it's indeed a penalty.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, clearance by Romero. Back into the box. France are on it again, and that is a collision happening there. Collision is a head collision. Theo Hernandez and Messi is on have collided. Ooh, okay. Oh, Messi has come off on the worst foot there because it collision right into the arm of Theo Hernandez. So um the referee is very attentive though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing now. There's something was that Romero who did that where Giroud touched him and he started holding his eyes like he poked him in the eyes. Bobby said something about that at the times using dark art,
Uh
and that's why I'm laughing. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of again attempts to deceive the referee, and that one was really woo. I'm just seeing that incident you talked about.
corner to Argentina.
Corner, you said?
Yeah, it's a corner to Argentina. Man, why am I nervous? Oh, offside. Right. That was a very poor corner. Giroud doing the defensive work for France.
Messi has been a different animal in this World Cup. Hmm. Was that a foul? I thought I already let Bobby in. I'm not Bobby. I'm not seeing you right now. If I see you again, I'll let you in. I thought I already let you in.
Oh boy,
Yeah, Ty. It looks like you're watching on TV, right?
I am.
Yeah. No wonder you're ahead of me, but it doesn't matter. Speak whatever you want to speak. That's fine.
What do you?
Yeah. I'm also using your. I think that's Spot Mob.
Hmm?
screen as well, so
What happened?
I'm seeing the actions.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Di Maria. That was poor. So both teams are playing 4-3-3.
Yeah,
Because
looks like
yeah, yeah. If you pay attention, you see again Griezmann. He isn't playing his usual role,
hmm.
like essentially where he can dictate the tempo of the game and all that.
Yeah, he's been given a defensive job because he's trying to keep Messi at bay, but Messi is winning that
Hmm.
battle.
Yeah. Well, it says France are playing like the players still have virus. I think that their tactical approach so far, you could say, has been poor, and even structure wise, you could say it hasn't helped really. Wow, Messi is in the game today. Come on, come on. Then you look down. Ooh, shouldn't have come back to Messi because Di Maria was on the flank. So ooh, Messi. Ball, ball is a stain, man. The way he passed that ball to Di Maria, France ain't serious really. It's been lackluster, and yeah, Bobby, you're saying you don't think that's a penalty? That was a penalty. Hmm.
Very
And
clean
if
work from
France, if they
Upamecano.
go, what you say, Ty?
Very clean tackle by Upamecano.
I better
Let's
say
see.
again, if France get this, if Argentina get the second goal, I think you could say it's over for France.
I hope so. I hope it's a case they do get a second goal because France. I think Mbappe is one of the few players that are still trying. He's pressing for the ball. When he has the ball, he's trying to get the ball moving quickly. But
Yeah, but the
like you
problem is
said,
that he's
France do look
isolated.
lackluster. Yeah, it
He's
looks
isolated.
everybody else looks lackluster. He's the only one trying.
Hmm. Defensive line breaks. Messi has four. McAllister one, and Di Maria one, and Di Maria's one was the one that okay. No, that was okay. That was in again. That doesn't count. That's a lot of running from Mbappe there, but yeah, like you said, he's the only one trying hard, but it will be useless because we've never we haven't seen anything decisive from France except the closer they came to scoring the goal was from two set pieces or one actually. When Argentina lost their first game tie, did you expect them to make it to this stage or even make it out of the group?
I didn't honestly. I genuinely thought that oh boy, we're gonna see another bigger country, quote unquote, eliminated in the group stages. But they turned it around. They found a way to get out the group and they did their work and rightfully so
Mm.
they got to the finals.
Yeah, I predicted they were going to make it out of the group. The group played us with 6 points. Yeah, I predicted that. I think the short video is out there actually. But Saudi, they surprised everybody. It wasn't like it was a fluke. They played well and they deserved to win the game really, given how well they played on the day. Wow, this is
I'm seeing
shocking
some
from
tiki taka
France.
football. Argentina's on attack.
Why?
2-0.
Jesus.
Argentina has scored again and it's Di Maria and it's 2-0 Argentina.
And we
That's
talked
it's a
we talked about him during the pregame show.
beautifully worse goal. Tiki taka
Yeah,
style.
but Bobby says I'm on mute. Ty, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Like so, Bobby, maybe you have an audio issue because Ty can hear me. Yeah, you have a connection issue. Maybe you need to go out and come in. Wow, Di Maria. Wow. I think it's finished for France, really. Argentina will have to be awful. They'd have to be very, very awful, but not to win this one because France will come out even more. Game over already. Yeah, yeah. I guess you could say that, but France they have the firepower to be able to equalize if they do well. Wow, man, the counter is just brilliant. It was brilliant, really. What a finish by Di Maria. What a finish. And he's a player I like. He's that one of the players I'd argue he didn't really reach his potentials really because this guy he's a fine player really. And I still don't understand for the life of me why Real Madrid let him go when they did. Because he was in brilliant form at that point. 28 goals in 129 international appearances. That's not a bad return, really, given that he plays on the flanks. Wow, that was a delicious counter, really. Let's go, let's go. I'm happy for you guys. I wouldn't want France to win this again.
I don't want them to because for me at least I see it as it being
And
corruptive.
they
I
don't
don't think
deserve to
that
win this. Go ahead,
deserve,
Ty. Go ahead.
I don't think they deserve to make it.
They don't.
They deserve to make it to the final, but they did. And I mean, you need that luck. But right now, the luck seems to be on Argentina's side. They've been working the ball well, keeping the possession, and at least creating a lot of chances. I think they've had 7 chances so far, and only 3 have been on target.
Yeah, they don't deserve to win this game, really. If they win it, they're really, really unfair to Argentina. They've been the better side. They kept the ball well. They've attacked France. France, they actually had a shot on goal. We'll look at that after the first half. Yeah, they've been lackluster, really. Very, very poor. And it doesn't look like what's his name? It doesn't look like the Shamsa that he has an answer to what's going on now. If they don't get a goal and the first half ends, that's it for them. Messi skins this guy alive. But again, nice defending from Upamecano. Yeah, yeah. If Messi wins this one, that settles the debate between him and Ronaldo. Because how old? I don't think Ronaldo gets a chance at winning the World Cup again. Wow, the Shams he's been outclassed here, and he hasn't even changed things to fix it. But it looks
It's
like
the power of young managers because the what's his name, Lionel, I don't remember his last name, the Argentina manager. He's very young.
I think his first name is Lerner, but I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I don't know
What
his
what were you
last name, but
saying
he's very
about
young.
him?
He's very young. They were saying that he's the youngest. He's the youngest manager at the World Cup.
He's been brilliant. I think it's a fine tactical mind, really.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, you can see this is the difference. Oh, Lionel Scaloni, I think that's his name. He you can see the difference. What usually you see the champs on the sideline, cheering and saying you need to be doing this, but you're seeing the Argentina manager being the only one really at the sideline pushing his team, shouting
It's
and
right.
command
Yeah.
and saying,
Oh my goodness! Did you see what the Maria did to Kunde?
yes, he does not make him. Oh Lord, Giroud is taken off.
Yeah, I don't think Giroud will be ineffective because they can't get the ball to him. So it only makes sense
Yeah,
to try to structure a more fluid attack. Tyrone comes in. Yeah.
yeah. It looks like it appears that not Giroud, Mbappe will be going up top, and Giroud's position will now be, not Giroud. The player that came on for Giroud will be playing in Mbappe's position. I think he'll probably be Mbappe going up front. Yeah, that's exactly. He's central.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this is actually a poor decision because they will bite less. Yes, they have fluidity, but they'll have more fluid attack. But the truth is, Argentina will be able to defend better because the only issue, the biggest issue in this competition, has been defending set piece and defending tall, strong attackers like Giroud. So without Giroud on the pitch, I think, yeah, Argentina will be even more has a more chance to actually win it. That I don't like. I
Well,
believe it's a poor change, really.
we better hope that Mbappe doesn't pull out an overhead kick. Di Maria on the attack again.
Yeah, Bobby says the Shump isn't messing around, but to me, that's a wrong change.
Yeah, the substitution needed to be made with Giroud, but I don't think the player that was brought on it was the right choice.
No,
I think they
I'd
had
take
I
off.
think they have better players.
I'd take off. What's his name? Except if as the game progresses, he surprised me. I'll take off Dembele. He's been very poor actually. We haven't seen him. Wow, what a pass there! It probably has passed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. But I'm looking at the bench. They do have. Oh, actually, you know what? They had Kingsley Coman is more of that player that they play as a wing back. But I think even him could come on for Dembele.
Yeah, Dembele has been poor. Except if the game changes as oh, he's off already.
Yeah, he is off. I just realized that he is.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, I think
oh
you could say in this tournament he's been awful, really. Nothing close to what
yeah,
we're seeing him produce at Barcelona.
yeah. He hasn't been on it. He hasn't been the player that you've seen. He hasn't been the player that was dragging out of attention.
No, he hasn't really. It's looking like okay, Griezmann is actually centrally right now. It looks like France has changed structure. Wow, this was I didn't expect Argentina to be 2-0 up before the end of the first half.
France have the ball. France in the attack. Okay, they're starting to clean the ball a bit more, but Argentina still same system. Win the ball back immediately, not giving them any time to breathe, make the next decision. They have to be quick with it. And Argentina moving the ball very swift and nice as well.
I mean, they deserve the lead.
Okay, okay, so that's a reasonable amount of minutes for stoppage time.
How many minutes did they add?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Did I hear wrong?
Right.
Wow,
I'm
even
sure that they said that
Messi,
7 minutes.
Okay, one.
7 minutes.
e- even Messi is coming back to defend.
Alright.
Wow. Di Maria was brought down. Referee doesn't agree. It's a free kick. Okay, so France has approximately 6 minutes to get a goal to lessen the difference, but I I'm not sure. They don't look as if they're as confident as they were at the beginning of the game. They look very luster, very
Who you
sloppy.
talking? The France.
Yeah, the movement they have the ball now. They're able to keep it, but they don't really look as if they're as intense as they were before. They don't look as interested. But there's still time, stoppage time. They're in possession of the ball in Argentina's side of the pitch, so they can still do something. But they don't really look as good as they are expected to.
Surprisingly, even Griezmann has been ineffective. Wow, what a story this will be for Messi. His last World Cup, and he wins it. Honestly, again, I'm going to say he deserves to win it. Really, so that should be a foul. Yeah, this Hernandez, I think it's been a bit. Again, you could say, I think his tackles are very, very blatant, and you can see always a foul. The link is disappointed. I've resent it. You cannot see how France again will score at the moment. I don't see that happening yet. Again, they've been lackluster. The attack don't bite. Nothing penetrate. Nothing you can say. What's the better word term for it? Um, Nothing that shows again. Nothing that makes shows that again they're gonna score. You can't see the performance isn't there. The play isn't there. They're not able to even keep the ball, let alone orchestrate anything that will lead to goal scoring chances. And Argentina have they've defended quite well. To me, I'm still saying that taking off Giroud, I think was the wrong decision. I think it would have been a fun. Again, he would have been a bigger problem for the Argentine defense to deal with, given that they struggled at the defending set piece. But well, he feels like he knows what he's doing. I know they'll be more fluid, but that makes it easier for the Argentines to defend.
I think this is much this half has come as a surprise to many. I think worldwide, I don't think that many people were expecting France to look this lost. But I mean, it just shows how good Argentina have been in terms of keeping the ball most of the half and keep them at bay.
Yeah, even Mbappe, I have to say, although you can say the service, he hasn't seen the ball that many times, but so his decision on making in this game has been poor, really. Like this one
Yeah.
where he tried to let the ball go and then turn and run. It was well read by the Argentine defense.
Well, the chance for France cleared.
Mm-mm.
Right, final 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, this World Cup, the stoppage time at the other time has been astronomical.
Yeah. It's like you're playing extra time. Sometimes it goes up to 105.
Bobby says your browser cannot access your device. Close any other apps that might be using your camera.
Serious.
Again, then refresh. If that doesn't work, try restarting. Yeah, usually that's the solution. You can clear cache too. That may well be the issue there. Argentina really looking like they want this more.
Okay. Well, I can I feel a bit calm because I want Argentina to win. I just don't like the whole narrative of France winning it again because they don't have the same quality like they had in 2018 to say yes. This is a team that from start to finish they have been the favorites, and
Mm.
even with their injuries, I didn't expect them to get this far. So they overachieved for many in terms of the injuries, crucial players from that World Cup winning team. So I guess in a sense they
Sorry.
considering the injuries that they have and to the players that have made a name for themselves recently, they've done good and with utilizing most of the players that were present back then.
Plus, you could argue also that the French team they've become too predictable, really.
Yeah,
If we're being honest, yeah,
yeah.
the approach to the
Yes.
game, okay, especially the Champs, for instance, you could say they're a counter-attacking team. That's what they do. They let you play and then find space to hit you on a break. I think that it'd be safe to argue that that's what they do, and they're being found out. About a minute, so to go. If that is, it should be uh, the high for wow. I'm so concerned that even though Giroud is no longer on the fitness, he's concerned about Argentina's again lack of ability to defend set piece well. Just 1 second, I really want to look at Yep, let's look at the half. Let's see what we have here for the first half. Again, the better Di Maria has the highest rating there, 8.3, and Messi is 7.5, and I'm not surprised. A goal, you could say, an assist to that counts that way. McAllister, okay, he was the guy that he found, I think he was the person that found Di Maria for that second goal. And what a goal that was, what a break that was, a counter if you prefer. Again, the finish from Di Maria wasn't easy. So they've been the better side. Let's look at what the numbers say. Um, okay, it's been again a 59% possession to 41 France's possession. France again. This is the type of game. If they come out with anything in this game or end up winning it, that's when you look at it. You can say football isn't fair, really. For expected goals, France is zero. That's how poorly they played. And Argentina is 1.46. They could have scored more. Total shots, six. France didn't have any shot at all, except if this changes that. But I'm sure, again, that sounds about right. Big chances, two for Argentina, none for France. Big chances missed, again, none for each other. Again, 256 passes, 88% pass accuracy, 155 passes for France, and 77% pass accuracy. Fouls committed, 11 to 10. So, which means, again, to me, as much as this to me sometimes shows the team that wants to win it the more, it sometimes highlights the team that's been, that's done quite better. To me, Probably lots of surprises for a lot of people who are watching. Messi has been brilliant as usual. Roger, I'm going to come to you straight away, and thank you for finding the time to join the halftime show. Maybe that's how I'm going to be calling upon you during halftime, since you don't like to do so much along. Roger, what are we seeing here?
I'm taken back, to be honest with you. I didn't see this coming. It's quite plain and simple. France did not show up. They look flat. Di Maria has had him in his back pocket. That left side. It's the midfield. They've lost the battle in midfield. They've dominated midfield. They've had Messi come back, drop deep. It's what are they? Argentina's playing a 4-4-2, so they've outnumbered the midfield.
4-3-3. I think they're matching each other for formation, and I think that's what the structure is really.
Yeah, but they bring Messi deep. So
no, that's his game. We know that. But go ahead.
Yeah. It's they're flat. I mean, I don't know if you can't get up for a World Cup final. I don't know. They don't look like you heard the expression. I wasn't up for that game today. They don't look like they're up. They look flat, and I don't know. They look like they're playing for the third or fourth place team. Where some teams don't show up because they don't care about getting the third place. This is what they look like. They from the kickoff, you can honestly listen. They don't have one kick on target, I believe.
It's zero. I believe it. That sounds about right. Look at it. Expected goals is 0.00. While Argentina's expected goals is 1.46. Total shots is 6. None. Olivier Giroud is the only guy that had a header, which again it wasn't on target, but still, I'd say.
And that was a foul.
Again, you see this one. Big chances created. 2. Look at it. Possession-wise, everything again offside. Not even any. Even.
They don't even have an attempted shot. It's 6 shots to 0.
Exactly.
3 shots. Wow, that is shocking. I mean, this makes England look like perennial world champions. You know what? It's like I was really shocked the way they played against England, as we said before, and I was shocked at the way they played against Morocco. But I didn't expect them to come out flat, and I certainly didn't expect them to be dominated in this fashion.
It's been a dominant. It doesn't look like even it's a World Cup final.
It looks like they're down a man. Do you understand? It looks like this 10 versus 11. It looks that bad.
Bobby said something about, again, it looks like their players are still sick. Do you think that's a factor?
That's what the BBC have mentioned, saying that we have no confirmation. We heard there was a bug going around in the camp. Yes, physicality, but you would hope to think that these players would come out and at least try. They look flat. Their body language from the beginning, they look disheveled. They look like they're not even interested. Look at their body language. I'm watching the replays right now on BBC, and I'm just watching the French players each and every time, not the Argentinians, and they look disinterested. I'm not exaggerating.
You're not. I'm seeing the same thing myself.
It's quite
let's
shocking.
Talk about, go ahead. Let's talk about. Go ahead if you were still saying something.
Yeah, it's quite shocking because this is an experienced team that have been to the dance before. They're the defending champions. You would think that they would know better. Now, if this was Morocco, hypothetically, that Argentina was playing, then this is quite excusable because they've maybe punched above their weight, so to speak. But they've never been here before. But you can't say that with France. I would say, I think Morocco's done a valiant job so far, and I it's expected. But we're not talking about a team that's never been to a final before. We're talking about the defending champs. This is shocking.
Here's the thing about the French team. We knew before time that they can't defend. They've been poor. They've been shocking defensively. And again, that midfield, as much as Germany got a 6.9 rating here, I think it's been overrun.
Where?
In the midfield area.
Look, England and Morocco dominated their midfield in the last 2 games. They were outplayed in the last 2 games in midfield. I don't know. I didn't see this coming. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be close. Not only is it not close, the scoreline. If we're looking at a scoreline that would reflect this match that we've seen for 45 plus minutes, you would say it's 4-5 nothing.
Mhm.
Do you understand it? It's actually quite complimentary to the French, this scoreline thus far, based on the effort, based on the numbers and the eye test too, not just the stats. Stats can be so misleading, but in all facets of watching this game and looking at the stats, it's actually quite complimentary to the French.
Yeah, what very much aligned. Again, what you see is what you get there.
Yeah, very much so.
Nothing. Yeah, I want to say again, the change for me, the Champs change. I think that it is the wrong one.
What you mean on the 40th minute or so?
No, removing Giroud because the truth is, as long as the ball remains on the carpet, Molina and Tagliafico will match France pace for pace.
Yeah.
As long as it's on the carpet.
Well, Giroud missed some training during the week because he's got a sore knee, so that could be an issue. He's carrying a knock, coach.
But here's the thing: I think he played well. The supply weren't enough to see how effective it could have been. Yeah, because the supplies weren't coming. Even Mbappe wasn't in the game. So look at him. Mbappe finished the first 45 minutes. Giroud got 6.4 rating, even though he was taken off. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
To me, that's the wrong change here. As long as the ball is on the carpet,
maybe
the Argentine back four will be very comfortable defending.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so that's why Giroud would have mixed it up a bit better for them, and we've made that again. We've talked about that before. How Argentines they can't defend set piece.
Yeah, but maybe it's because he's carrying a knock, coach. Because he missed training during the week because of a knee issue. So
he was moving well. He was actually running well. Didn't we see that?
I'm just speculating, coach. They're showing him on the BBC when he got substituted. He's throwing water bottle. He's kicking. He's upset, Giroud. He's not happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an awful final so far, but at least there are goals.
Unless you're from the Argentine, yeah.
Yeah, but let me ask you quickly: do you see this game changing? I know you won't be here for the second half.
It's possible. I mean, not on what I've based on what I've seen the first half, but then again, I've seen. You've heard it so many times. This was a game of two halves. That old saying, right? So perhaps this can be the same. You don't know. All it needs, whoever scores the next goal is vital. If France get a goal and/or Argentina gets a player sent off, then game on. You don't know. All it takes is one silly tackle. All it takes is one goal. Could be an own goal. You don't know, a back pass or something crazy, and the game could come to life. That's the beauty of the game. Anything can happen. But if you take all of that and throw that out the window, no, I don't see them getting back in the game. But one never knows.
No, yeah, you never know. This again, and we've seen teams come back in a game where they're 3 goals down on the 10-15 minutes. You still have like 45 minutes, or nearly, you could say an hour to play before the end of the game.
Based on this World Cup,
Yeah, but you could say, but the truth remains, from what we're seeing, it doesn't, at this point, it doesn't look like they're going to come back. Because if anything, they'll be all out to get a goal, which creates more space for Argentina.
Exactly.
And they've shown, and we've seen how brilliant that counter-attack was, which means they exploit the slightest of spaces they found, because they know quite well France will be all out to get more goals.
Right, but having said that, they've had possession of the ball mostly, so I think France's best chance of scoring is on the break. They can't seem to get a hold of possession for a long period, sustained period of time.
Okay, given what you just said, you said that France's chances of getting a goal is on the break, which means
because of Mbappe.
So which means again the possession will be, you could say, will yield result for Argentina if they can strategize really well. Yeah, because France will sit back. If they sit back, it gets worse for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because Argentina would just file away the turn. Go
It's
ahead.
not if they sit back, it's can they get a hold of the ball? Trust me, the first 45 minutes, their intention was not to have a low block, you know, and be on the break. That wasn't their MO. It's the fact that they can't get possession. I don't think it's a matter of them wanting, it's a matter of them not having the ability to thus far based on formation.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
Bobby, quickly, if you're there, your thoughts again. Surprise, surprise. Did you expect it to be this bad for the French national team? Okay, it would take him a while to unmute his phone, and he's been having an audio issue. But again, Roger, you could get ahead. Again, anything else you want to say? I know you will leave the moment again the second half starts.
yeah,
Before becomes speak.
just how shocked I am. By the way, I thought that penalty because let's face it, Messi is not a prolific goal scoring machine from the penalty spot. He's quite infamous for it. He's got quite a poor penalty success rate. You know,
Really?
career wise. Yeah, his career stats and taking penalties have been shocking. It's like
Maybe you're paying too much attention to his penalty record against Chelsea,
nah,
or
nice
maybe overall
try. No, just
goals record against Chelsea.
yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I get that. It was he only scored once, I think, or zero. I can't recall. But no, it's he does have a poor for someone of his ilk, of his stature. He's not prolific in score, and he took that penalty so well. I was impressed. That was a very, shall we say, commanding penalty. Yeah, he looked in control and with confidence. He looked rest assured when he took that. That bodes well for him going forward.
I think his penalty. I think again his approach to taking penalties has always been nonchalant. If you want to put it that way.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just that but for someone of his stature, it's been like 82% career wise, something to that effect. It's been very poor compared to a very high scoring penalty taker.
Yeah, let me not keep you too much. Again, the second half, but again, it's about to start, and I appreciate you don't know how happy it is to hear your thoughts, to get your thoughts on the first half performance. And if you have time after the show, again, we can talk about the overall performance there because your inputs, I enjoy listening to you.
Oh,
Again,
likewise, sir.
yeah, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that.
You got it, sir. Enjoy the game.
Thank you, you too.
Cheers.
Yes, the second half is on the way again. Starts the way so that the Argentines are on the front foot while France tried to get the ball from them, and they haven't been that successful. Whoa! Wow, are they gonna make it two really early? Three, so to speak. That was close. Bobby, can you hear me now? Yep, it looks like you have an audio issue because Roger was here and he could hear me. Even Ty could hear me too, so I'm not sure what's going on with your connection. If you're here again, if you're watching, if you haven't, please take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It looks like the GOAT, Lil Messi, it looks like, again, his cabinet gets completed today. The only missing piece will be added to his trophy cabinet today. It's been a brilliant performance, except if the Champ changes anything, but it doesn't look like tactically he's matched the young Argentine coach. Let's see what he does, whether he's changed things to make France play better, but he hasn't done that really. Argentina can actually defend very, very well. They can defend very well, surprisingly. But again, their Achilles heels is defending set piece. That was four independent set piece, and then this addition of the World Cup. But wow, this has been shocking from the French side. I must say. Amy Martinez. What a tournament for him so far. Wow. Ooh. France again. They're playing better now, better than they did in the first half. Let's see how long that lasts. We're in the 49 minutes, and it's continued to France 0, and France has been the better side throughout the first half. France did not have a single shot on target, and the XG again it's embarrassing to even talk about it if you're the French national team fan. It was an awful display in the first half, but they played better so far in the second half. So let's see whether that changes anything. They need to get a goal as soon as possible. But if anything, Argentina has looked like the ones to get a second goal. And again, that's understandable given that France will be all out to get at least a goal as soon as possible again to make it a balanced game. What sort of nonsense play is this from? Was that Otamendi that did that? Really? That's an awful from an experienced player like him. That's an awful thing to do. Something's wrong. You cannot seem to. I understand it happens every now and then with small devices. France still hasn't had a single shot. Yeah, that's surprising. The stats again are embarrassing to look at. The XG was. Let's just look at it. Look at it. The XG for the entire first half was zeros. Again, no single shot on target, no big chances created. Again, possession wise, they've been awful. Look at it. So that's surprising to me. So I didn't expect them to be this poor, really. Again, if anything, I have to be honest. You could say again, they on paper they had they're the better side. They're the more better equipped to win this final. But again, yeah, what a performance has been from Di Maria, Messi himself, and the entire Argentine team, defensively and otherwise, they've done quite well. For me, like I said, I wouldn't have removed Olivier Giroud. It makes again the task for the Argentine defense much more easier because they can't defend set pieces. Giroud would have been a big problem for them, but now it's easier as long as the ball is on the carpet. Argentines can defend even better. So I'm not sure why he took off Giroud, but like Roger said, there's a chance he still has a knock, but he didn't run like he had a knock on him. Again, if you look at the rating for the first half, even though he did not finish the half, Giroud had a rating of 6.4, while Mbappe again now has a rating of 6.3. That's after playing for some time in the second half. So yeah, I wouldn't have taken off Giroud. The Argentine will be licking their lips the moment they saw him going out. For what's his name, Dembele? Yes, it's been awful. Again, overall in the tournament, it's been poor actually. Hey, Kachila, again, Liam May, I thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Again, I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family. Again, has the virus destroyed the World Cup final after such a good tournament? It has been such an enjoyable tournament. It has been colorful. It's been eventful, and full of surprises. You can say it's a tournament again. This edition of the World Cup is one for the underdogs, where we've seen surprise loss. Giant killers, if you want to phrase it that way. But yeah, again, I'm not sure that's the case. I think they've been really poor. I get that will always be the argument, given that the reports that we heard before that lots of the French players were sick, has been sick, so to speak. But yeah, still, this is awful, really. It's been awful performance from them. Again, my display is a bit late. I know Rabiot, he gets a yellow card, but I still haven't seen it on my screen. I'm about okay, 54-14, a few seconds late. I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe let me check, change the screens where I'm watching from. Maybe the other ones will be better. Why would it be that late? Um, Let me try this one and see maybe. Okay, this is still late. This is almost a minute late. 54, 53. Yeah, still let me check all that. Let me try the Spanish one. Let me try this one. France has been better in this half.
Yeah,
55
they
points.
have.
Yeah, they have been better. But
So
wow, the
there's
first
still
half.
enough time for them to try to equalize. And
Oh yeah, there's a long way to go in the game. There's a long way to go in the game. Ty, do you subscribe to the argument that yeah, their players still look sick? Maybe the virus ruined it for them, just like Lemlin is saying. I don't think that's the case. Again, wherever you're watching from, if you haven't, please take a second to
I
drop a
don't think
like
there's
on the
anything to
stream
say,
and subscribe to the channel
and
if
it
you haven't.
doesn't
Sorry,
do anything. Friends are going to get something.
you think they will get a goal? I'm not sure I heard what you said there. That's fine.
I predicted. I said it would be by the game would be decided by one goal. So I'm hoping that it is decided by one goal. But I don't want any drama.
Di Maria is so hard working. That's one thing I like about that player. Lemlin is playing again. They're a different side to the side that played England for whatever reason. Yeah, no, but I get your point. That, like I said, that argument about the human, the virus we heard about in the French national team camp will always come into play. But the truth remains, this has been an awful performance overall from them. No matter what the situation is, they should be doing better than this. but I must say that the Shams himself, he looks like he's out of idea. They are a different side to the side that played England for whatever reason. Yep, they don't look it, but they played better in the second half. It still doesn't look like we're gonna see anything serious coming from them in terms of them getting a goal back. If they get a goal back as early as before, let's say before the 70th minute, then there's a chance they still win it. It's not over yet. There's still a long way to go. Kunde is actually not an intelligent player that much, really. That's a good save from Hugo Lloris, but again, the angle was really like. Come on, Messi. Come on, come on, come on. You got to get this one. Settle the argument. Who's the GOAT?
Ah, he had a chance to score anyway, but it passed the goalkeeper but past the post.
I love Higuain, man. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's not into shooting with power. That's why probably he didn't take that shot as he expected to.
Yeah,
No, okay, that was
we
a
have to
good. That
give
was a good. A good. A good. Yeah, that was a good block there from Rabiot
yeah.
because he probably really placed it quite well there, beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. Did he give that as a foul? Yeah, Di Maria has his best game in a long time. I think he's a player I love so much, but no matter what happens in this competition, he's one player that I still look back and say he didn't really reach his potential. Um, Again, for the life of me, I don't understand why Real Madrid let him go when they did, because he was one of their best players at that time. He's such a fine finisher on his day, fine passer of the ball. He works so hard. His commitment on the pitch is something you don't see from every player. So he deserves what we're seeing today, really. Hopefully, you can the game ends. As we're seeing it, and he gets to lift the trophy. Yeah, no wonder why they're playing better. Griezmann is central now. Nice.
Luis Verti. But Argentina are back to it again. Quick moving of the ball, tiki taka style.
Oh,
You see it? Yeah,
was he pushed?
nearly a penalty. France again. Ooh.
That was a brilliant move again from Argentina. Yes, again, he flattered it to deceive in lots of games and definitely
Kunde with the
never
ball
reached his
going
full
out.
potential. Yeah,
Where
he
does
never
go?
did. Sorry, Ty?
Nah, go go on.
Yeah, no wonder France are playing better now. I just say because Griezmann is now central.
Di Maria comes off, gets a goal, wins a penalty, won a penalty. Acuna.
I wouldn't take Di Maria off from this game, really.
Oh, yeah. When you compare the benches in terms of attackers that um, either Argentina or France can bring on, you can see that Argentina have the more attackers. France
Oh,
don't really
oh
have
yeah.
much.
Oh yeah. I think they have a better attackers there. They still have Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
Again, let's say the most popular names that follow Dybala. Any other person here?
There's another guy's name that I cannot pronounce, and he's also an attacker.
But again, they
Okay,
they're
that was
blessed with attackers. Imagine Lautaro Martinez staying on the bench.
oh
France has been dreadful. I think the virus must have been a part of it. Argentina looks much better
and
and more likely to score a third. That's the truth. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I think I just saw why you said ho ho. Is it the guy that found his way out of tight spaces, right? Out of the tight
yeah.
space there. Yeah, he mops the floor with them. Really, that was a handball there. That should be a handball from Kunde or who was that?
Oh god. France don't know. Look like they don't. Yeah, it's like that point. They look as a different team to the one that played against England. They don't look like like a team that as soon as they concede, they have ways to at least get chances. They're struggling to make those chances, and whenever they think they have themselves away, Argentina have an answer. So it's difficult for them to even get into the box. They have to be crossing the ball over the top balls. That's the method they're using because Argentina are very deep. Oh, whoa! That was nearly a empty goal shot by France.
Yeah, Mbappe has been awful, but
Okay,
again, he's
wow.
that type of player. If he remains on the pitch, he gets a half a chance and then some magic. But he's been awful, really.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who that player was that just dispossessed McAllister, I think it is, but he's very physical.
I still don't understand why he took off Olivier Giroud. I'm not sure really.
To the box again. Corner for France. Otamendi clearance.
Otamendi.
Uh, it will be very positive for Manchester City.
In what sense?
Romero and Alvarez are both two players that are at the club. So if they win the World Cup, it'll be that some.
Wait, is Otamendi still at Man City?
No, I'm just no. I mean Julian
Okay, just
Alvarez
but
and
yeah,
Romero.
yeah, okay, yeah, they play for them. Yeah,
But it would still be a narrative for them. Ex Manchester City player wins the World Cup, and
yeah,
then you have
like
Julian Alvarez
like
and
they do on
Romero.
the Chelsea website. They'll be talking about them.
Mm. Because I do congratulate Giroud for making it to the finals.
Giroud will forever be a Chelsea again fan favorite. I think it's over. I think Messi wins this one. Well,
Argentina
let me not
are
speak.
outnumbering France because France have when you look at the starting eleven that they had, they looked like the team where they balance from defense to attack, and Argentina playing an attacking formation. So I'm surprised. Well, the fact that they're playing attacking formation makes sense, but the fact that France are struggling to keep hold of the ball is very concerning.
Oh my goodness. It hasn't even been close. Even Griezmann is tired.
France on the attack. Chouameni lost the ball.
Bobby, I hope you know you have your camera on. I know you usually don't like to leave your camera on.
Woo!
France has played. They played better so far. Played well in this second half.
Okay, so France finally have a shot, and it's Mbappe, but it's too high.
Wow. So still not on target. And I still don't understand the Champ. Why is it bringing on? Why is it bringing on Kamavinga?
Okay, so Griezmann and Hernandez are off. Kamavinga and who? Kamavinga and Coman are coming on. Okay, so that means Coman is going to play as the wing back. Okay.
France actually don't have a depth. They don't have good a balanced depth. They have
Well,
different
like,
players on the
like you said,
bench.
the injuries that they've had, it took away a lot of the quote unquote depth that they have. So
Yeah, they
it's
don't have balanced depth at all.
oh wow, Argentina are just doing skills now. Argentina are on the attack again, going wide back to Messi, McAllister. Oh my goodness, Argentina are just messing about with the ball now.
I think they should try and get one more goal to add cushion to
Oh,
the
they're in the
because
final third, right at the box. Into the okay, Messi's going with madness, and it's a shot. Oh, okay, right in the hands of Lloris. They got a shot off.
honestly, this is not me being. Oh, I just saw what I saw. This is not me being bitter about Kunde not joining us. I don't think he's an intelligent player. I don't know how else to phrase it. I don't think he's an intelligent player, really, footballer. Um, I think his decision of making sometimes you'll be going, why did he decide to do this when he should have done things differently? Whew, that was a soft one. Yeah, straight down the post. Go for.
No, it's slowly looking hopeless for France, but there's still time for them to get a goal, and anything can happen if they do get that.
Yeah, Bobby says, can I see a solution for France? Yeah, I don't see a solution indeed. I, I'm not sure. The Shams changes are confusing me rather than anything. I don't think Griezmann should have gone up. I don't think Giroud should have gone up. Maybe just a restructure the team to, you know, deploy the players in the positions where they're most effective. I think that would have made a lot of difference. You could say they started playing well when Griezmann came central in the second half. Now he's taking them off. Let's see what they do. Wow. Ty, do you really think that the virus has anything to do with with France's performance?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the
I'm saying,
sentence.
do you subscribe to the idea that the virus again is one of the reasons why they're playing poorly?
I mean, it's possible. Any type of virus can affect the way the team plays. I I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt and say perhaps it has a factor, but look like they know what to do.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if it's solely the virus causing it. The virus can cause an effect on their body, but I just think they just look clueless. They keep trying the same thing. It's not working, and they don't look like they're going to change it. It's still like hope for the best, hope for the best, hope for the best. The only time it looks like they're going to score right now is if Argentina make a mistake, and they don't look like they're willing to do that. So I'm not sure that's going to go.
Yeah, but again, but this is beyond again what you would say use what you would use the virus as an excuse. It was about five plays or so, and they recovered. We heard they recovered 5 days ago. So I'm not sure. Again, but yeah, it will always come into the argument of just because it happened and it existed. Griezmann has been one of the best players of the tournament. He's been again. He doesn't have the goals to show for it, or maybe assists to show for it, but he's been brilliant for France. Really, he controlled the midfield. Again, he helped them control games, control the tempo of the game. To me, you could say he's the best player in this tournament overall. But unfortunately, I'm not sure why he took him off. I wouldn't take him off, really. We will never know how they were affected, but they are a long way from the side that played England. Oh, that has played all the games they've played in this competition, even the one they lost actually. So yeah, so I understand your point. It makes perfect sense. That was a blatant foul by Camavinga. Ty, do you see where they play Camavinga? Left back.
Yeah, that's funny. Moving looks, yeah,
Yeah, and this is not the first time really, so I'm not sure why. It looks
yeah.
like Deschamps is
I don't know.
actually
They're just
instead
trying
making a
everything right now.
sorry.
They're trying everything right now.
Yeah, it looks like Deschamps is rather making defensive changes rather than attacking changes.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just the same pattern. It's becoming very predictable from France.
Hmm.
I don't know. They really look clueless. Argentina is finding out what their tactic is, and they're not changing it. They're just doing the same pattern over and over again. It's weird.
It is weird indeed.
no to France. So it be minimized from the spots.
That
Is
changes
this
everything.
the start of a comeback? Wow. The climax of
That
it.
that actually doesn't look like a penalty to me.
Mbappe, Mr. Penalty, you weighing on his mind. Hopefully, he can score this time. But Emi Martinez has been known for being a good penalty stopper. You will see. It's a goal, 2-1. Mbappe
Yeah, it's a go
scores.
2-1. That changes
And
everything.
Emi Martinez did go the right way. But yeah, there's hope. There's hope. Emi Martinez went the right way as well.
Well, after scoring the penalty, he just turned off. Hasn't Mbappe turned up for the final? Yeah, he hasn't, but now scoring that penalty, and he has turned up. So yeah, 2-1. That changes everything. Mm. He went the right way actually. That was actually a poor penalty try. I have to be honest with you. Okay, let's see what happens.
You see, France look more lively now. They got that goal.
Oh yeah, that changes everything. I think they've actually been playing better
Yeah,
now, and
energetic, win
Argentina
back the ball.
Argentina will be under pressure.
Oh, wow, it's 2-2. What a comeback. 2-2. 2-2.
Wow, football, and what a finish too. Wow,
Yeah, yeah, you can see, like I said, it
everything changes. If anybody's going to lose this game now, he will most likely be Argentina. That changes everything.
well, what France did, France, not France, the United champs will look like a mastermind for those
A
substitutions.
genius, yeah.
All these substitutions were key in that goal. Those two goals actually. So he will look like a genius. The substitutions made no sense, but now they do. And Argentina look like they're going into self-destruct mode. France are bring the intensity, pressure, and I don't know.
Yeah, so now I don't think we can. I don't think the virus did anything. Had he ended the way, let's be honest, Ty. Had he ended again the way it was looking like it was going to end, the argument will always be was the virus. So if the game ends now, virus shouldn't be an excuse if Argentina ends up winning. Yeah, it looks like we're in for a long one. That sums up this tournament. Yeah. So, but Liam, tell me that didn't that show you right now? Doesn't that show you right now that again it was developed the virus? I think they were poor overall. Look how much the changes. Look how not much it changed. Even though I was thinking, okay, it was although all the defensive changes are again, but yeah, poor defensive defending from Argentina too.
Ooh, three.
What? Three for who?
No, I was saying through because the ball was crossed in, but they couldn't keep it on target.
Wow. The software relief, they did. They did. Even though I was complaining, they were all defensive changes. Again, looked to have given them more energy. Yeah, the change, I think energy more or less. But Coleman has been brilliant. That second goal, he actually retrieved the ball from Lionel Messi before making the run down the flank. It looks like we're in for a long day here.
Argentina look like they've look lost. They're out of shape, and they're losing the ball easily now. So
Hmm.
what? That should be a penalty to PSG. France. What am I talking about? That should be a penalty to France.
He's being booked for simulation. That's a dive, really. That's a blatant dive.
I don't think I don't when I saw the replay, I don't think
Nah,
that
he was
there
the
was
one. He was
enough
the one
in
that
that to
dragged
say
his feet.
there's a penalty. I think
He
he
dragged
got
his
himself
feet to the
down.
Argentine defender. I looked at him giving them more energy. Yeah, they did that. Unbelievable. Says Bobby. That's a pen. No, I don't think it was a pen. If you look at it again, the PSG player, PSG, the French player dragged his feet to the feet of the Argentine player. So yeah, it was simulation really. Wow, what a finish by Mbappe there. Interesting. Who's the top scorer now?
I'm wondering the
Hmm.
exact same thing.
Mbappe has 7 now, right? Oh my goodness. So yes, some interesting question here from Liam Lane. Rabiot to the beach. I'm not, the question. The truth remains, I'm
Sorry?
not sure. He's asking if I'd be happy to take Rabiot to the beach. I'm not sure what to say really. The Premier League is a different animal altogether, and he seemed to struggle to play against a physical midfielders or opposition physical midfielders. So I'm not sure really what you can get out of him, but he's a fine player, and um, I would manage him, and again, try my luck and say, okay, let's see how well he does. Yeah, this game hasn't again. I was thinking it was going to disappoint, given France's again lackluster performance in the first half, but the second half they've been, you can say they've been the better side actually, and deserved the 2 goals they get. A side that they didn't have a single shot in the first half. Look now, it's 2-2 drawn. They're looking at like the more likely to score of the two teams. Yeah, it is unbelievable indeed. I think you could say it's lack of proper game management from the Argentines and their manager too. Weren't they level coming into the game on 5 goals each? Hmm. Argentina looks lost at this point. Wow. So plus 8 minutes. I told you, the Kunde is not an intelligent player, really. I know, I know he's done well defensively, but he's not an intelligent player. Sometimes where again his clearances just goes back straight to the opponent, or even if it is a headed clearance. I don't know why this man took off Di Maria for this game. Who has he brought in actually?
Going out because I think it's 7 goals and
Wow, what a game! That's an awful shot from Mbappe. Was that deflected? What am I saying? Did that go back? How did you, what did you do to get a yellow card on the bench?
I don't even know. I'm trying to the referee straight over to him. Oh, Woo! France have the possession still in the box, so he gets away with it. How's he gonna get away with the ball?
Wow, this has been a nerve wracking final actually. Oh no, the Argentines are tired. Oh my gosh. Why is this kid diving? He just doesn't want to play. He's just diving. Really not sure why this man took it to Maria. Just don't understand. Kamavinga is actually in left back position. Kamavinga's energy in the midfield has really given France new life. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, Kamavinga is again. You can say he's defended well for them. He's not deployed in the midfield. Wow, what have we watched today? Ooh, what a shot! Now I saw what you saw, Ty. But it looks like he went straight down the post. Yeah, straight down the post. So it was easy to stop. Yeah, that's a brilliant save from Lloris there. Terrible of France and terrible of France had a big breakout. But yeah, they've had a couple of clear cut chances, but they didn't take it anyway. Wow, what a game this has been, really.
full time, extra time.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a penalty shootout. But what a pass did Messi find there? Wow, wow. And the game ended 1.92. Again, overall, Argentina is still the better side. But what, again, you can say what a recovery from France from the first game, from how badly they played in the first half. Look, the XG is up to 1.09. Still, again, I know overall France that Argentina has a better XG, but still, that's some recovery there. They created more. They've had total shots, 6 shots, one big chance, and the improved possession wise has improved 52 to 48 isn't that bad. It's pretty more close foul committed 16 to 20, offside and it's offsides 2 to 3, corner kicks 3 to 4. Roger, since you're just joining us now, what a turnaround, and you didn't expect that to happen.
What a boring game, huh? That's why we love the sport.
Wow.
You know, for the first 70 minutes, it was all France, all Argentina. I mean, they weren't even in it. And just one defensive error. And that's what we talked about at half time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and whoever scored the next goal when it was 2-0, the third goal, as it always is, that was the vital turning point. You know, game on, period. It's,
Because go ahead.
It's going to be an interesting overtime, extra time. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, it's game. Football's about momentum, isn't it? And definitely, the momentum is definitely with France. The pendulum has swung, plain and simple. You know, all the old superlatives, as they say. They're doing well. But where were they the first 70 minutes? They're a shadow of themselves. I was really shocked at the substitution, you know, that France made with their I forgot his name, who I think is having one of the greatest games.
Coleman?
No, I'll bring up his name in a minute. I apologize. I forgot
What position?
So he plays a number 10, basically. Let's have a look. For Griezmann, I was surprised Griezmann was taken off because that 5 minutes before he was just starting to play the Griezmann that we know of, and
he was the person that helped them change the game in the first half.
Yeah, and then they took him off, and I'm thinking, oh wow, it's like, and look, I mean, obviously, Deschamps is a world-class coach, so shows what I know, but I was shocked at that. I thought that was a mistake, and obviously it wasn't. The players they brought on France, they definitely brought energy. I mean, they were flat. The original starting 11, for whatever reason, we'll never know, but they were flat. They were not in it. But these substitutes made the difference. They brought energy. They brought speed. They were closing down. They did everything that the original starting 11 did not and were not doing. And that's the difference.
Yeah, and they were able to stifle the Argentina attacks again.
And bring momentum, and that was the difference. The substitutions, you have to give it to him. And I have no explanation as to why the starting 11 for France didn't play like this. Maybe they are sick. Maybe there's an underlying reason. Who knows? But let's put it this way: they didn't cover themselves with glory initially.
Yeah. Again, it hasn't disappointed. We thought it was going to be boring. We even talked about reasons why finals are there. Again, it's been one of the best
last
World Cup finals we've seen in a while.
Yeah, definitely. The last 20 minutes has been electrifying. It's, you know, I'm a neutral. I dislike both countries. I have no you know, I have no passion for either one of them, and I find it exhilarating game. The last 20 minutes has been amazing. I just wish it had started off like this. That's all. But it's okay. We're there now. And
usually, again, the one thing is certain. It will always start off cautiously.
Cagey.
In case you want to go watch the first half of the extra time, no worries, bro. Again, every time I see you backstage, I will add you. Thank you so much for the contribution here.
Gracias.
Thank you, brother.
Bye.
Again, can only see a French win. Now they seem to have momentum, but that momentum has broken. Given the extra time, the break for the extra time, I think that changes quite a lot. Except if the Argentine manager isn't tactically knowledgeable enough to change things around it to get this team to still playing again. But if he is, that again, even 3 minutes is enough to change quite a lot. So he should be able to tell where his team has struggled again and they know what to do about it. Rabia, isn't he on the yellow? So that's dangerous play there from him. What a poor shot that was. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm still like 20 plus seconds behind.
So that's true. Kamavinga has been doing good. He's playing wide,
Yeah,
but he's
he's improved them defensively. He's provided. You see that thing we talked about. If anybody is capable of providing defensive shield, it's him, not Chomeni. Really, you see they have improved defensively since he came on. Kamavinga has
yes,
been excellent.
wide.
Sorry.
Especially wide. Theo Hernandez was not handling the pressure.
Yeah. So he's made again. He's made a whole lot of difference there. You see, even at that, he missed 2 days of training with the virus, but look how well he's doing. That shouldn't be a foul, really. This Fafana guy is huge. Yep, he just says we got everyone. What a great World Cup so far. Sorry, I cannot jump on Kachila. I am with my dad and family watching the final. I hope everyone is keeping well. That's fine, brother. I hope you're keeping well too. It's been a brilliant World Cup overall, and what a way to cap a colorful World Cup again. An eventful one at that. More importantly, I hope you're doing well, brother. Thank you so much for finding the time to join. That's a waste of time. Mm, mm. Nice tackle there. Mbappe is wasting the ball for France right now. Wow. what a game this has been so far. This game is looking like it's gonna be at least a red card in it. Toro Martinez getting ready to come on. That if he hasn't come on because I'm a few seconds behind. 101.02. Yeah, I'm like nearly 20 seconds behind. That's a blatant foul there. Wow, what a final! They no. That's not intelligent defending that. But every time he clears the ball, it goes to the opponent. And now I've said that like 3 times now. But to me, no, that's not intelligent defending, really. Please, if you're watching, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Why did you try to shoot from there, really? Oh my goodness. Oh, oof. I just saw it, Liam Lane. I just saw it. Big chance, Argentina. Yep, indeed. That should be a goal. Again, Camavinga defensively has really been important. He's nullified Messi. Yep, not just Messi. Anything that comes through that side, he's nullified it. Uh, um, Nullified Messi and McAllister so far, which has allowed France to play. The game is on a knife edge right now. Yep, that's the truth. But again, what Argentina is still making the bet. Yeah, again, the overall is still the better side. Even as the numbers gets updated, you see the goal expected goals is now 2.18. France is still 1.12. 16 shots in total to France's 7 shots. 4 big chances created to France's one. Yeah, no, yep. Again, the big chances missed 2, so they should be up like let's say 4 goes to 2 by now. Uh, Fouls committed 24. They're still playing well. They're playing like they want to win it too. So yeah, you could say for possession is still pretty much balanced. Nothing. So not a yawning gap between not a yawning disparity maybe. If that's for lack of a better term, but yeah, I get it. France they don't deserve to be drawn in this game really. If you ask me, I cannot understand why the Bala is not getting a look in. If you remember, the Bala towards the end of the last was it towards the end of last season or within this season? Actually, I'm not sure. He sustained a serious injury that kept him out for a while. So, and it's not been a long. It's not been long that he recovered from that particular injury. So probably not fully fit. But at least Lautaro Martinez should be starting games. But they're richly blessed in that area. So maybe that's why. Again, let's see how it pans out. I think Argentina deserves to win this one. Really.
Well, France will win this.
What did you say?
I
Hey,
think France are going to win this now.
It's right.
The longer
Anything
it goes
can happen.
on, the longer it goes on, it's in France's favor. When it comes to penalties,
I said,
France have
yeah, anything can
enough.
happen, but again, that would be very unfair, really. Mario
Yeah,
Minto, nice to
just
see you here, brother. I hope you're doing well. This is
at
again,
least
saying
10
hi to
minutes,
them, man.
not 40 minutes.
Sorry? Paul Pogba is in the stadium. What a World Cup final. Big up Mario again. I wanted to say hello to you. I hope you're well. How I forgot, I don't know. I hope you're doing well. That's all for goalkeeping from Hugo Lloris. It's not like it's a shot, really. Looks like this will be decided on penalty, but let's see what happens. Wow. Wow. What a shot there from Messi. This is hilarious. Again, not doing good. In church, playing and watching. Okay, I'm guessing maybe you meant praying there. Praying and watching Argentina stress me out. Well, at least you're in church, so you you reach you reach God quicker than most of us that are at home watching or at the back. Yeah, but I get your point really. Yeah, I knew you meant praying. Yeah, it happens to even to the best of us. Oh my goodness, that should cross the line,
What's a
and
goal?
it did.
What's a goal? What's that? It's a goal. It's a goal. It went over the line.
It's a
Straight over the
goal,
line.
and it did. It's a deserved
It's
win for them,
given.
and I think that's it.
What's up? Yeah.
I think that seals
His
it.
buttocks kept him on kept who's that on Paul Lloris.
Oh, in the
Yes, it's a goal because he went all the ball went over the line. Kunde cleared it
Yeah, I'm sure
inside
it
the
crossed
box.
the line. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it went
even need
straight
to
in. No
listen to
doubt about that.
Yeah.
Messi is 10 minutes away
Except if
from
there's
winning
an
the World Cup.
offside. Well, okay, there is an offside. Let's see.
No, it's not offside. His
It's not. It's
whoever
not.
that
Yeah.
French player is, buttocks kept him onside.
Oh, whoa, that's way beyond the line.
Yep, way over. He kicked it
Well,
straight
that's
out the
way
goal.
beyond the line. But why isn't Lautaro Martinez starting the game? He's a striker, for Christ's sake. I know, again, Fernandez or what's the other guy's name? They've done quite well. But Lautaro Martinez should be starting. This game isn't over yet. Really, yet it's on time. And I hope he deserves to win this,
This is
really.
football heritage.
Sorry?
Oh gosh, they're crying now. That's the heartwarming part about this. But they've worked so hard for it. So if they win, oh god. Ah,
He deserves to win this. There's still around 11 minutes to go.
yeah, but you
So
know
it's
they're
not
crying
over
because
yet.
they're close. They're close. Little over 10 minutes to go. Well, depending on stoppage time. Yeah, that's way onside.
But
His
the
butt.
worst
I guess
that
they
could
use
the
his
worst, the
buttocks to
worst
say
that
he's
could they're
onside.
crying because they know it's not over. They know it's not over. The cry is just hoping it ends. That's it is right now. This,
Yeah, they're crying.
this is the type
They
of
want
game.
right now. They want it to be 119.
Yeah. This is the type
Aguero
of
is there.
game where if Di Maria is on the pitch, he turns into a robot. Practically. Di Maria, if you followed his career, this type of game, he turns into a machine. That's this kind of situation now. He turns into a machine. He's an emotional player, but his commitment on the pitch, don't doubt him. I don't know why he took him off. Lautaro Martinez, a good addition, fine shot there from him. And he'll still be on fire until the final whistle. I still think there will be a red card in this game. And I feel Otamendi will make some nonsense.
Yeah,
They're
these
playing
tackles are very
nonsense
deadly.
now.
One could be a
Sorry?
serious red card. The tackles that I'm seeing are so dangerous. They could lead to a red
Yeah,
card.
they
Oh
are.
God, did somebody collapse?
You know, I'm some seconds late. Nice tackle there, yeah. Switch. I'm serious. Like I said, I'm not saying this because I hate Kunde that he didn't join us or not. I don't think he's an intelligent defender. His clearances always goes to the opponent.
What is Argentina doing? It's not like it's the 120th minute. You put it in the corner. Like what? I know it's time wasting, but you don't time waste right now. You try to get to
They will add everything.
the goal or something. All the way Acuna. Oh, right off a goal kick. I don't know what Argentina were doing a while ago. There's still enough time for France to just go and counter, which they are going to counter right now, and score. Oh God, a fight is gonna. Oh no, here comes the red card moment. Kamavinga was taken out extremely. That could be a red card. Yellow card is coming out. Okay. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
I know it's a card. It's a World Cup winning card. It's a World Cup winning foul. I think Argentina. Let me just say it. I think they're gonna win this one. That's what I think. Wow. Terrible tackle on Camavinga. I saw that myself. Two-footed actually. I think Argentina's game management is actually poor. The game management is poor. Really. Corner kick. What penalty to who? Penalty to France. Really? No, 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 no. That's not fair. Really, that shouldn't be penalty. Really, that shouldn't be penalty. Anyway, I think it's a penalty. Let me just not lie to myself. Wow, what a final this has been. Holy crap! Wow, wow. What are we watching here, really? Yeah, Liam, I agree. It's a penalty. Yeah, let me just not lie to myself again. It's science, but I'd have seen it go either way, really. Again, by the law, that's a penalty. Or the hands up. Okay, I both you said, yeah, that's the truth. Better explain. Oh my gosh! Wow, what are we watching here, really? Wow. Ho, ho, ho. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't. I don't think so. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I don't think you will ever see a better World Cup final than this. Goals again. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a few seconds late, so I'm going to say that in a bit. So I think it will be decided on the penalty shootout. That's a good save there. That's actually an excellent save from Martinez. Oh my goodness! I think that's the miss of the game from Martinez. Yeah, it's going to be decided in by penalty shootout. He overdoes it. He overdoes it. You've created the space past the ball. Ninja Turtle. Yep. Now look up and pass the ball. Just look up and pass the ball. That's been decided on penalties. Yeah, I get your argument, but how about the takers themselves? That's a factor on its own that can, yeah, determine the outcome. Even at that, I don't think Martinez is a better goalkeeper than Lloris. Maybe a better penalty stopper. All right, let's get it over with. Right, let's see. Fine penalty there from Mbappe. Yeah, for the neutral, this is such an amazing game to watch. But I'm gonna say this game shouldn't even haven't done it. It shouldn't even have gone to extra time. Had Argentina been clinical in front of goal, the manager had they managed the game very well again, but they did poor. That was a risk from the ballot there. Yep, that was the risk. Germany looks like he's gonna miss, but let's see what he does. Yeah, I said he looks like he's gonna miss it, and he did. Oh my goodness, this really sucks. I said it. He looked like he's gonna miss it, and he just did. This really sucks, really. You better score. The inexperience in the French side is a problem. Yep, three. So if France miss next one, that's it. If France miss the next one, that's it. Okay, just score the next one. And that's it. 2 chances to win it. I think it's inevitable anyway. Yep, just score this one and it's over. Messi is the GOAT! The debate is settled. A deserved win for Argentina overall. Yeah, inexperience. Even when I saw Chouameni's face, I knew he was going to miss it. Inexperience is something the French. That experience is what the French national team don't have. And if we're being honest, this is a deserved win for Argentina, given the way they started the game, how well they play, how many chances they created, and what the numbers say. So yeah, again, a youth were not able to weather the pressure for France. They didn't. Again, they did their best, but overall, honestly, a deserved win for Lil Messi and the Argentine 11 again national team. He deserves it. Look at it. Just look at the expected goals. It's a 3.34, 2.24. Total shots are 20 shots to 10. Big chances created 5-2. Big chances missed 2-1. Again, ball position. I think you could say not really. That's not much disparity between there's not much disparity to in terms of again the ball position. That's nothing, but all the numbers, all that aspect of the game showed it's a deserved win for them really. Messi seals it. He is, again, he becomes one of the greatest indeed, not just by winning a Ballon d'Or after Ballon d'Or or winning the Champions League after the Champions League, the French League, the La Liga. Now he's won the World Cup, so that seals it for him. He's up there now. Again, you could say there's that debate on who is a better player, him or Ronaldo. I think that's settled now. Roger, for me, I'd say a deserved win for Argentina, really.
What I miss. What a boring game. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. The BBC, the commentators are saying that it's probably the greatest final they've ever seen.
I wouldn't debate against that really. But go ahead.
Even the last 30 seconds of extra time was incredible. Both teams could have scored. I got to admit, my heart goes out to these players that have missed penalty kicks because it's going to eat at them in fact, for the rest of their lives. And that's so sad because a game like this, no one deserves to lose, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. I have no skin in the game in this match, this final. I'm an England fan. I just feel sorry for the players that missed the kick because it's got to be brutal for them. Having said that, as a fan of football, this was as good as it gets. Especially on the big stage. Your hats off to both sides. They entertain us. The first 70 minutes, that wasn't the case, but overall, this was a game of two halves, and same for overtime. It was a brilliant tactical, physical. I mean, Mbappe, wow. I mean, listen, penalty kicks are penalty kicks, right? But he showed fortitude, class. He was cool, calm, and collective. Obviously he didn't go to the same school as Harry Kane went to because this guy was prolific today. Mbappe to score the only second hat trick in World Cup finals history. 1966. I'm just kidding, but no, that's pretty impressive. It was a good game. It was a great game, I should say.
It is. What a final!
Yeah,
And the ambulance says, I can't remember seeing a better final like this. And again, they made us eat. We have to eat. We eat. They made us eat our words.
Yeah.
But I've eaten mine already. Yes.
yeah. I'm eating it with you with some salt and pepper.
We talked about how boring finals usually are.
Yeah,
And we
they are.
we tried to talk about factors that contribute to finals being that boring. But this is different. Should we say circumstances made it, again, you could say overperform, or maybe again.
You know what? This whole World Cup, for the most part, has been magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
The whole World Cup in its entirety. Out of what, 64 matches, there was a couple of snoozers, but on the whole, predominantly, there was some great, very exciting, and some great games. And this was definitely one of them. I think this will go down in history as one of the greatest.
It's been colorful, it's been eventful, lots of surprises, lots of,
Yeah, it went back and forward. It went back and forth constantly. It was a pendulum swinging, which you don't normally see. It was all about momentum, It's as I said, I hats off to Argentina and my commiserations to Le Bleu, because that they came back several times, and that takes fortitude. Just a shame there has to be a loser. That's the only.
No, I knew they were going to top the group, even after they lost the first game. To me, actually, that was a good sign.
Who, Argentina?
If anything should happen to you in a serious tournament like this, let it happen in the group stage.
Yeah. Well, actually, that the second game versus Mexico was really tense and nervous. I actually watched it, so that was. I mean, they could have gone out. They were 90 minutes away from being eliminated.
Yeah, and if we're looking at the rating here, let's look at the rating here. Mbappe deserved a 10. Let's say it wasn't a perfect. It wasn't an immaculate performance. But
he was missing for the first 70.
Yeah, the first half you wouldn't see him. The moment he picked up, it was all about him on the pitch. The finishing for the second goal, the penalties
was sublime, wasn't it? That second goal was sublime.
It was delicious, really. His second penalty, really, you could say he was lucky, because Martinez, I think he had a finger, he touched it really. But
and same with the third one too. So
he touched it too. So you can say with the penalties he was lucky. But
you know what though? Have you seen how big a goal is? It's tough, man. I mean, that keeper did well.
No matter what we say, it's still again, he was cool and calm again when taking those penalties.
He was and he's only 24. He's 24 next week, I think. He's there was a time if we're being honest, I expected him to pass the ball. He weaved through the Argentine defense, created space, but I think he wanted to finish it by himself. But he had two teammates that he could have spread the ball to. Yeah, and that's something he does sometimes that I don't like about him. That selfishness can be detrimental to the team. But again, no matter how well he did, you got to give Leo Messi a lot of credit the way he carried this team. Again, I wouldn't have taken out Di Maria, even though he didn't finish the game. Look, he got a rating of 8.7. But he played so well, Di Maria. He was the man in the first half. He was the player of the match in the first half. He stood out more than anyone.
Yeah, he was. Let's be honest here. Wouldn't you say it's a deserved win for the Argentines, really?
I wouldn't object to it. Yes, I agree. Yes, it's listen. 101% completely neutral. You'd have to say that. I wouldn't say it's a well-deserved game. Well, the first half they dominated. But
the first half, France had 0 shots.
Yeah. The first 70 minutes plus. I mean, they didn't have anything, sir.
You could argue, if we're being, again, for me, I'd say, had they managed the game well, this game it be finished under 90 minutes, but I think poor game management was one of the biggest problems. Go ahead with what you were saying.
I don't think it's so much management. I think it's momentum. It's always that third goal. When there's an expression, 2-0 is the most dangerous lead you can have. And it's true. It showed its teeth today yet again. Once that third goal was imperative, and once Argentina conceded that third goal, they were on the ropes. They were taking uppercuts, body blows, you name it. Boxing metaphors here. I mean, they were on the canvas. They were for the 8 count, so to speak. It was great comeback. You have to give France credit for the way they fought back, for the substitutions they made, which I didn't think was good at the time, because the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, those didn't bear results. But however, you've got to give it to them. The second bunch of substitutes were the factor. Fresh legs. They were different. France was a different team completely, and you have to give it to them. And I'm watching the screen right now, and poor Kylian Mbappe and Griezmann, etc. That has to really hurt to lose a final like that, because
It has to.
Because let's be honest here, there wasn't much that separated them. That's all I have to say. They both were valiant.
I still have to say, no matter the argument somebody brings up, it's a deserved win for Argentina, really.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with you on that, but just the way they came back, you've got to give it to them. Considering the
no, you have to. Yeah, it was even you when I asked you that question. You didn't see a way back for them.
No, unless I said there was a sending off or they got the third goal, the momentum or a keeper error or something like that. Because they just you would have to be clairvoyant to say otherwise, because they were it looked like a training pitch exercise. It was that lethargic from them. So I'm pleasantly surprised that game turned on the 70th or so minute, give or take a few minutes, because it turned out to be going from a snoozer to, I think, in my lifetime, the greatest final I've ever seen, probably. I can't remember a final that was...
Same here. I've never seen, again, I haven't seen a final that full of goals like this.
Yeah, I'm just a couple of days older than you, sir, plus a couple of decades. Trust me.
I get what you're saying, really. Again, 6... Again, regular time goes plus penalties, so it's an eventful final. It was, but here's the thing: I'm surprised we didn't see a card.
Sorry, we didn't see
a red card.
It was fought competitively. I don't think there. Could you give me an example? I'm trying to think where one was deserved.
There was some challenges.
There was one. Actually, there was one.
Yeah.
There was one dodgy
a second yellow.
Yeah, I get that, and you have to give that to the ref, because I thought actually when the Argentina keeper threw the ball away the first time, it should have been a yellow, in the penalty kicks, and he got a yellow like the next kick afterwards. So, just for that example, you know what? I think the reason why is because he being the referee, didn't want the game to be about him. So I thought for the most part he refereed it pretty much equally. I don't think there was so many bad calls to one team versus the other. I thought it was pretty equal. So I thought the ref did a great job. Is he American? I heard he is born in Morocco, but he's an American. That's what I heard.
I'm not sure where he's from, but that name could be Moroccan too.
I believe it's a US citizen.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, I thought the ref did, because you know what? The dark arts, South Americans, Argentinians, they do have that side of them, and they take it too far.
We didn't really see much of that. They played.
Not that much, but let's put it this way: the ref did a good job in this game for the most part. I thought he had a good game, in my opinion, for the most part. Yes.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Liam, Roger. Let me just read this quickly. Over the full game, Argentina deserved the win. That's the truth. Let me ask you, what again? Messi winning the World Cup. How do you think that changes the narrative on who's better, him or Ronaldo? And where, again, if you want to say, where does that place him in global football in terms of, again, the best the world have ever seen?
He has to win the League Cup to get that crown, sir. Sorry, I couldn't
Oh my
resist.
goodness.
I couldn't resist. So, my opinion is, if Messi came from Luxembourg or a very small country that never ever made it each and every World Cup to the finals, he wouldn't be given this opportunity to shine. Even though he would play for PSG or Barcelona, be a great player. Just like you're looking at Haaland, there's a strong possibility, even though we're expanding from 32 to 48 teams, there's still a strong possibility that Haaland will never make it to a World Cup final, and he could end up being the greatest player in the history of the game.
Is that even possible?
Anything is possible in this game, Albin.
Maybe you rank him at one of the greatest, but can you make that argument that someone will be one of the best, the best player the world has ever seen, without winning the World Cup?
Yes, Puskás, Yashin. Puskás is so in the 50s and 60s. Ferenc Puskás played for Hungary, one of the top 2 or 3 best teams in the world in those decades. He's up there with Pele, widely considered one of the greatest ever. I know it's before my time, so it's a long time ago, before I was born. A great player, never won a World Cup. You have George Weah.
No, I'm not talking about being, again, greatness is a different thing altogether, but being ranked or maybe as the best the world had ever seen.
Sure, Johan Cruyff never won a World Cup, one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd only be one of them. You can't say they are the best. I don't know if you get my point. Do you now understand my point?
So, could you explain just a little bit more, please, for me?
Okay,
sir?
for instance, let's talk about, you just mentioned Johan Cruyff, right?
Yeah.
Did he win the World Cup?
No, sir.
Yet he's one of the best there is, right?
Yes.
With the world have ever seen.
Yes.
But you cannot come out and say he is the best in the world without him winning the World Cup.
Yes, I agree.
Exactly, that's my point.
You cannot.
To me, what I'm trying to get with you,
you're saying you can't.
How that changes the argument on who's the better player, Ronaldo or Messi.
To me, listen, I personally think, let's say Argentina had lost today, I still would say, just my opinion, that Messi is a better player. Just they're completely different types.
In my opinion, I will always pick him over Ronaldo because power is good, but I like players who have more finesse to their game than power.
Sure, I totally agree.
Go ahead.
They're completely different styles of play, different positions, etc. However, I prefer Messi. Let's say Argentina had lost today, I still would put him above Ronaldo, regardless of whether he won today.
Same here.
Same here. Just because you win a World Cup or multiple World Cups, it doesn't mean that you're the greatest player in the world, because it's a team. Actually, it's a squad game. Don't forget, until 1970, there were never any substitutes ever in a game. You blew out your ACL, you're playing down to 10 men. In 1966, there was no substitutes ever used. From 1930 to 1966, 0. It wasn't in the rules. Simple as that.
I'm glad I watched.
Now it's a squad game. Now depth is of the utmost importance. It's a squad game. It's not even a team game. It's a squad. Now you're using 5 substitutes, 6 with overtime. So it's a prerequisite that you must have a deep team / squad to even get far, let alone win it. So, but you're and plus you've got the generational thing. Maradona compared to now. Don't forget, in Maradona's time, it was illegal to kick the what out of someone. Now those tackles would not be accepted today. You get sent off. So the generation, the rules have changed. The rules have gone in favor of the attacking players. Same with the offside, because they want to see more scoring opportunities. It's hard. It's hard to compare generations. Also,
that's the truth. Here, when you look at the pitches, the players of the past had to play on Messi and Ronaldo would never have been as good as they are if they had to play on those pitches.
Seriously,
Give me
coach.
Pele anytime, any day. That's a solid argument.
Seriously, that's another thing. I remember, when I was a wee lad in the 70s, the Premier League was called the First Division. The pitches, even in the first, let alone second, third, or fourth division, they were mud fields. They were horrendous. They were waterlogged. The grass was, and then you go to South America where they don't have so much a rain issue, but they're more arid. If you look at today's pitches, I'm not talking about just the World Cup. We're talking about every week in, week out. These are pristinely prepped. These are not one blade of grass is out of. They're probably numbered.
Yeah.
It's pristine, sir. So these players today are spoiled. If they had to go and play on the conditions, the surfaces that were played 20, 30, 40 plus years ago, they would adjust to it. But we're seeing the benefit of these pitches, and it's shown in the quality and the technical ability of these players. And
quickly, let me read this and bring in Bobby. It says commiseration out to France for an excellent World Cup final. Without Kante, Pogba, Benzema, Nkunku, Verratti. Verratti? No, I think you're confusing them for PSG.
Yeah, Verratti.
Verratti is Italian. Again,
Or
but I get Magna again. Kimpembe. They still nearly went all the way. Good performance again. They gave it a good run, man. It was a brilliant performance from them. After the first half, we didn't expect them to come anything closer to being a draw. Bobby, whenever you want to come in, you can come in. But I'll let Roger say what he was saying, so that we can actually call it a day when you talk. Go ahead, Bobby. But spot on, yeah. Surprise. Go ahead, Bobby.
Bobby,
is he still there?
Don't know. Well, they're showing.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Bobby just. I think guilty of the mistake we made. We're calling them PSG. Yeah, it's easy to bring Verratti in because he's played with. I think how many of them there? I'm not sure, but it's easy to bring them in there. But go ahead. You were saying something, Roger. It looks like Bobby's still having an audio issue, but he can come in whatever he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I'm overly enjoyed this throughout the whole competition. This has been an exemplary World Cup for many reasons. I think they should be proud of themselves, the organisers, how they've done this, and on all the participating teams also. There was a couple of bad games, very few.
Yeah, for Africa.
Sorry? Oh, I'm so happy that an African nation made it to a semi. I hopefully, within my lifetime, I get to see an African team and an Asian team, lift that trophy. Because it does, because there's been too much of a monopoly from the two continents. So it needs to be diversified in that regard.
Yeah, it
would mean so much to the remainder of the world. It really would. It would be truly a global game then.
Yeah. Once Africa wins it, the Asian country wins it, and again, I think we should call it a day. We will. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested in us reviewing the World Cup. I will again schedule a show where we can review the overall World Cup in Qatar. I think it's been a beautiful one, really overall. Ty, your final thoughts, so we can call it a day.
Well, I'm happy that I got my wish in the final. I became very disheartened sometimes. I even once said that it's over, France are going to win it. And even until the penalty shoot, I was like, yeah, they're going to still win it. Because I especially with that penalty miss from Argentina. What's like you and Roger was saying, it was an excellent World Cup. I mean, a lot of underdogs winning games, a lot of underdogs making it further than expected. So I love that moment as well, and I've always voted for underdogs.
Here.
So I'm really happy that we got to actually see a World Cup where you have to be at the edge of your seat wondering what's going to happen next. So I really appreciate it, and this is what football heritage is about. This is what football is about. And even though you have some fans that are only there every 4 years, they at least get to see the greatness of what football brings at the highest level. So it was an excellent World Cup.
For you, a deserved win for Argentina.
Yes, they deserved it. They worked hard. They had a lot of chances, and they should have completed it in 90 minutes, but they couldn't get another goal to make it 3-0 and everything else. But they deserved it. The stats are there to prove that they deserved it. But I mean, it makes for a greater story that they did it in penalty shootout.
Yeah. Yeah, Roger. Any final thoughts?
No, I think we've covered just about everything. I can't wait for the next World Cup.
All right. Are you? Do you think we should do the review?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I think it warrants it because it's been a great competition.
It's been, yeah, lots of surprises that needs to talk about again. I'll let you know the structure. Ty, thank you so much, Ty. I'll find time to reach out to you so we can talk. I know we have a lot to handle. Roger, again, thank you so much. I've seen the format, how I can always pull you in for again, halftime talk and then at the end of the weekend talk. It works for me. Bobby, thank you. And like Liam Lane says again, spot on there. That the comment there, France really did very well given all the things have been through, lots of injuries, Benzema, Paul Pogba, and Kunku, and all the names you mentioned. Thank you so much to Liam Lane and my brother there. Thank you to Bobby. Thank you to Law, and every other person that were in the chat. Again, it's been a brilliant watch along, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, but we didn't have too many people, but still it was fun. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. And
Cheers,
bye.
coach.
Bye.